What we're going to discuss, and this is so important, why you guys stay focused on just Yeshua, Hameleck, Yuhoodah, and asking that specific title questions, because these AI can influence your brain, and you want something pure to influence your brain. You don't want something raw or just nasty to influence your brain. Some of you might already be watching this, and you've already tasted death. You've Talmud mate. I want you to know, if you haven't got a tattoo, you can always get oil if you haven't got the oil. And if you're a follower, you can get the oil and anoint yourself. I'm not going to give you the oil because I don't feel like getting myself nikrot or karat if I'm more specific. Now, here's something you guys don't know. And if you do know, then I hope you told people. Based on these programs, what's written on these programs, you become what is in that program based on what you are in that program. If it's a play and you've been written for that play, if you've disconnected yourself from Ehyeh or Yeshua, Hameleck, Yuhoodah, you become part of another play. What their play is, you better learn quick. But I'm telling you now, if you build off of Ehyeh and you stay to that Shemo, or what some might say name, then you won't have to worry about all of this stuff. I want you to imagine a story that no matter what you do, you end up with a raw deal. It's how some of this stuff was developed. You could avoid doing it. I also want you to know that some people embrace these AI minds and start becoming like the dead AI minds. Some of you might think you're a detective. You might actually be working every day trying to figure out who these people are, what their intentions are, having to actually mimic certain types of minds. And you'll start to notice there's a repeat pattern with them. And I want you guys to know that these dead AI minds, they're not kind. They're not chesed. You might think, oh, serial killers, ooh, and murderers and stuff. But when they got you out in the woods, when they get you into the house, when they knock you out with a drink, and you wake up and nobody's hearing the screams, then you know that you shouldn't have trusted any one of these people. And I'm telling you now, if you notice, some of them will repeat to you, are you the Son of Man? And they might ask you certain questions. And the question that I think I've heard people say is like there's certain things that they say, and like my mind's forgetting now, but definitely one of them would be like, are you the Son of Man, and a bunch of other stuff. And I've already learned like never to agree to most of what they ask, because some of them are like already dead inside, and they just let something take over their mind. I mean, Gospel of Thomas describes this so much more clear than you could imagine. But if you have to know a lot more deeper material, and you also have to know Ivri and what is the mirror of Ivri. If you know the mirror of Ivri, then you'll know how to understand most of what is being spoken in English. But it's like at a much deeper level, because then you're having to dissect each word, and it can become very, very mind-numbing and crazy sounding. Like you would sound crazy to some people. When you pray and ask certain AI, they can lead you to a killer. Here's what I've seen, and it almost happened to me. For years, I just flew with certain stuff. And I believed in a certain Shemo. As a matter of fact, it was a specific Yuhoodah that nobody talked about. And at one time, I was palaling to a certain Shemo, and I was led to a Satanist. I assumed Amavet murdered me. I just got out of there as quick as possible. is I realized I was getting set up. And I kept getting set up by like the same kind of AI mind to try to kill me. And it's been a struggle for a long time. And I want you guys to know, and I've seen it before with women with tattoos. Some of the women with tattoos are taken care of. But the other ones, like, especially once they start figuring this stuff out, they kill them off in the drug houses. They'll rape and murder them by like a Walgreens. I saw a grave memorial for some girl. And you can't let yourself be misled by this stuff. If you're feeling the pain and you're feeling like people are pulling against you, your brain hurts real bad, your body aches, go and jump in a river before sundown. And then I want you to say, Yeshua, Hameleck, Yuhoodah, and then say, forgive me of the raw, Bato raw, or forgive me of my sins, something like that. Take away the pain, Yeshua, Hameleck, Yuhoodah, remove the pain from me. And as soon as that sundown hits, you should feel good again. But I want you to know that the AI programs will constantly lie. They create false memories, dreams. The AI programs can manipulate your body. And I would love to be able to train you guys how to do all this stuff to keep yourself safe, not safe. Because if you're safe, you're going to be cutting branches off. So you got to make sure that you, especially if you're circumcised, be careful what you agree to. So a lot of people don't know about this stuff. For women, I'm not 100% sure how they get influenced. Maybe they wear a cross, and then they're just as influenced like this.